You lie here, wrapped in the softness of your blankets, the fading light casting long shadows on the wall. Your body is heavy, yet weightless in the quiet dark. Have you ever wondered what it means to feel held, to be gently tugged and pulled by something you can never see? That unseen force is gravity. It is the silent embrace that keeps you from drifting away into nothingness, a quiet companion as constant as your own heartbeat. Gravity is as familiar as the breath you take, but also as mysterious as the stars above. It shapes your days and nights without ever making a sound. Imagine it like the gentle hand of a caring giant resting on your shoulder, reminding you that you belong here, grounded on this great spinning planet. Though you don't see gravity, your body knows it deeply, in the way your feet press against the floor, and your heart beats steadily, pumping life through every vein. Long ago, a story began with an apple and a thinker named Isaac. It is said that an apple falling to the ground sparked a curiosity, a question about why things always fall down instead of sideways or up. It wasn't magic or a random occurrence, but the tug of gravity, the invisible thread connecting every piece of matter in the universe. You, me, the apple, the earth, the moon, all pull gently on each other, like dancers holding hands in a slow, endless waltz. Picture the earth as a grand, glowing orb, pulling on you with 1,000 tiny fingers. This pull is stronger when you are closer to it, and softer the farther you drift away. Yet, no matter where you are in your bed, outside, or even beyond this planet, gravity is still whispering, always present. Now, imagine the universe as a vast, stretchy fabric, like a bedsheet stretched wide. Place a heavy ball in the center, and watch how the sheet dips and curves. This is what Einstein taught us, that gravity isn't just a force pulling at you, but a shape, a curve. In the very fabric of space and time, your body follows this gentle curve, like a leaf floating and spiraling along a quiet brook, following the path carved for it by the cosmos. Your weight, the feeling of down pressing on your body, is not a force grabbing at you, but the natural direction your path bends. It's as if your body is a quiet traveler, gliding softly along a bending trail, always guided home. This idea is strange and beautiful. The universe itself, a gentle dance of curves and pulls, shaping not just planets and stars, but every breath you take. Even more magical is how gravity bends time itself. The closer you are to a heavy star, the slower your moments pass, like honey dripping thickly instead of flowing freely. Time is not the same everywhere. It flows with the curves and dips of space, a seamless melody woven by gravity's quiet hand. You feel time is steady and calm. In the great cosmic ballet, it stretches and folds like silk. In your own body, gravity shapes everything. It tells your muscles to tense when you rise, guides your bones to grow strong against its pull, and anchors your blood to flow steadily through your heart. Without gravity, you would float and stretch, your body asking, "How do I hold myself?" Together, all of your existence, your form and function, mirrors the dance with this quiet force. So tonight, as you settle deeper beneath your blankets, listen to gravity's song. Feel its warm embrace, like the slow cradling of a soft lullaby. It is a reminder you are part of something vast and enduring. You are held, safe and sure, by a force as old as time, as patient as the stars. And in this knowing, allow your mind to drift gently, ready for the journey ahead, a slow, peaceful voyage beyond what you have ever seen, into the heart of the universe's most tender mysteries. Sleep, carried softly by the hush of gravity's embrace, and dream of floating shadows and bent light, of cosmic dances that cradled all life, yours included. Pause here with a gentle thought, as if watching an apple slowly fall through a cool, silent garden, each moment drawing you closer to the quiet wonder beneath. You are no longer lying in bed. Instead, you float, weightless, inside a silent sanctuary circling our spinning planet. The air hums quietly, the walls close but not confining. Your body drifts like a leaf on a gentle stream, free from the steady press of gravity's hand. This is microgravity, a state where gravity's pull is still there, but you and everything around you fall together, endlessly. Imagine being on a roller coaster that never stops falling, yet somehow never hits the ground. This continuous fall is what astronauts feel. They are not free from gravity. They are simply falling in the same way and at the same speed as their surroundings. You, caught in this suspension, experience a new kind of freedom, a serene untethering. Without gravity pressing down on your body, everything changes. Your senses pause, searching for familiar signals. The inner compass of your ear, which tells you which way is up on earth, grows confused. Without the usual pull, your balance dances on a tightrope of uncertainty. At first, this floating world can feel disorienting, like waking up in a dream where the laws of nature soften. Floating, twisting, turning, your muscles learn to move differently. Simple gestures become gentle pushes that send you gliding. Slowly through space, you discover a slow rhythm, a soft choreography with invisible currents guiding your path. Each motion echoes quietly in the walls as you reach and grasp, tethering yourself gently so you don't drift away. The way you eat shifts to on Earth. Gravity keeps your food steady on the plate, your drink steady in the cup. Here, a drop of water floats free as a tiny crystal, a delicate orb catching the light. Meals are carefully contained in pouches, liquids sipped through straws. With clamps, food doesn't crumble, so nothing slips away to float and wander, becoming uninvited stowaways. Sleep also becomes a new kind of rest. No longer lying down, the astronauts sip themselves into soft sleeping bags, gently tethered to a wall or ceiling. Their bodies float, cradled in a quiet cocoon where pillows are unnecessary and twisting motions slow to a peaceful drift. Sleep is light and deep, often dreamier than before. Imagine yourself there, cocooned in gentle stillness, rocked by the silence of 100 sunrises and sunsets passing beneath. This floating world has surprises too. Your body feels different. Fluid flows upward, without the downward pull of gravity. Your face tingles with puffiness, while your legs loosen and thin. Bones that once bore the weight of your body relax, growing softer, while muscles that fought gravity daily begin to soften. Without regular resistance, your body wonders, how do I stay strong here? Yet, astronauts do not surrender. They rise with quiet determination and exercise for hours daily. Treadmills with bungee cords strap them down. Resistance machines create invisible weights to coax muscles awake. Their hearts learn new rhythms, pumping through this gentle, floating life. The human body, ever resilient, adapts with grace to this upside-down world. The subtle mysteries continue. Inside your skull, fluids shift, sometimes pressing gently on your eyes. This can affect the sharpness of your vision, reminding us how much gravity influences even the smallest details. Your inner senses search for balance, making each day a delicate dance of adaptation. Living in microgravity also stirs the mind. Isolation, the lack of natural day and night, and distance from loved ones create quiet challenges. Yet, even here, astronauts find beauty. They see our fragile blue planet, framed by endless black, a soft jewel spinning in the vast dark. This sight, this connection, offers comfort and wonder. It reminds them, and you, that even when you drift beyond gravity's gentle hand, you are still part of something larger, held softly by the universe. That as you drift in this gentle expanse, notice how gravity's presence or absence teaches you about connection. You see that the force holding you down on Earth is the same. Whisper guiding your journey here, shaping every cell, every breath, every heartbeat. Floating is not escape. It is a new way to listen to that invisible music. So tonight, as your thoughts soften and your body drifts between worlds, imagine this peaceful suspension, a slow, tender dance with gravity's shadow. Let your senses gently sway with the quiet sway of the cosmic ballet that never stops falling, never stops holding. Pause here with a quiet thought, watching a droplet of water slowly dance mid-air, endlessly turning and drifting, as if time itself melts around it. Close your eyes and settle comfortably into your bed. Feel the gentle weight of your body sinking into the mattress, a tender reminder that gravity is holding you close. It's always there, even when you don't notice it. The invisible hand, guiding every breath, every heartbeat, every small motion you make. Your body, in all its complexity, is built for this quiet pull. Imagine your bones as strong pillars, shaped over time to carry your weight gracefully. They grow dense and sturdy because gravity asks them to bear your body's mass every day. Like an ancient architect designing a living sculpture. Without gravity's gentle insistence, your skeleton would grow soft and fragile, unsure of its own purpose. Now, envision your muscles as the silent partners in this dance. They know when to flex and when to relax, responding to gravity's call. When you stand, gravity pulls down on your muscles, asking them to hold you steady, balance your weight, and keep you upright. It's a slow, exquisite ballet where each movement tells your body how to adapt and respond. Even the smallest step or stretch echoes with gravity's rhythm. Inside you, your blood flows in a ceaseless tide, pushed by your heart's steady beat. Gravity helps orchestrate this flow, guiding blood downward to your feet and back upwards to your head. Your veins and arteries work against gravity's tug, taking care to keep you alive and nourished. When you lie down, these flows soften. Blood returns more evenly to your heart, a gentle reprieve from the constant pull. Think about your inner ear, that tiny hidden organ that helps you balance. It listens carefully to gravity's whisper to know which way is up and which way is down. Together, your senses and gravity create a map inside your mind, so that when you tilt your head or close your eyes, you still know where your body is. In space, without this quiet signal, balance would feel like a fragile guess, like walking a tightrope without a guide. But what happens when gravity fades? Like astronauts who float far above Earth, where the pull weakens but never quite disappears. Their bodies change quietly, slowly. Muscles that once fought gravity relax, bones begin to lose their strength, and fluids drift towards the head, making faces puff and legs thin. This gentle unraveling shows just how closely your body is woven with gravity's embrace, every single day. Yet, the body is remarkably resilient. When astronauts return to Earth, they relearn the dance, retraining muscles and bones to hold steady once more. It is as if their bodies remember an old song, a choreography that plays again and again, a lullaby of balance and strength. Tonight, as you lie still and breathe slowly, imagine that gravity is a quiet companion, wrapping you in its hug. Feel how it shapes you from the inside out, knitting your bones and muscles together, guiding your blood, steadying your senses. It's the gentle force that reminds you you belong to Earth, to life, and to this moment of peace. As you drift closer to sleep, imagine your body as a tree, deeply rooted in the soil by invisible strands of gravity. Your limbs reach upward, swaying gently in an unseen breeze, always returning to the earth that holds you safe. Your breath flows like wind through the leaves, calm and rhythmic, in harmony with the pool beneath you. Let this feeling settle. This awareness that the force shaping the stars also shapes you, that in every quiet moment, your body is moving with a grace taught by gravity itself, slow, even, enduring. This is your connection to the universe, intimate, soft, and absolutely true. Pause here with a gentle thought, as if you hear the steady pulse of your heartbeat echoing the rhythmic pull of gravity, each beat a reminder of your place in this vast, tender cosmos. Imagine yourself stepping through the hatch of a spacecraft and entering a world unlike any known, an elegant capsule of metal and light, orbiting high above the soft blue curve of Earth. The International Space Station, or ISS, is your new home, a place where every breath, every movement, every sensation resonates with the strange beauty of microgravity. The silence is profound, broken only by the gentle hum of systems keeping life alive. Fans swirl quietly, circulating air in a constant, deliberate dance. You float instead of walk, moving with a grace born of adaptation and patience. Your fingertips brush the handrails lining the walls, anchoring you as you glide gently from one module to another. Inside this laboratory in the sky, everything is designed to work in the absence of down. There are no floors or ceilings, only surfaces to tether to. Velcro dots, magnetic strips, and bungee cords are the humble heroes, keeping loose items from floating off like tiny planets launched into orbit. Mealtime is a study in patience and precision. Unlike the steady pull that holds your food on Earth, here even a crumb can turn rebellious, drifting away like a lost snowflake. Food arrives in special sealed pouches, soft and carefully crafted. You squeeze sauces onto a spoon, sipping through straws clipped tight, while droplets of water orbit freely, catching light like miniature jewels. A tortilla is preferred over bread. For crumbs, those tiny rebellious particles could clog delicate equipment or find their way into an unwelcome place. Eating is a slow, mindful ritual, each bite a gentle negotiation with the freedom of weightlessness. Sleep comes wrapped in softness, but defies the familiar contours of rest. You zip yourself into a sleeping bag, tethered to a quiet corner of the station. Without gravity pressing your body down, there is no need for a mattress, no comforting heaviness. Instead, your body floats in a warm cocoon, weightless and free, drifting gently like a leaf on a still pond. Your eyes close, but your mind slowly adjusts to the absence of nightly cues. Outside, Earth spins steadily below, cycling through day and night every 45 minutes, but your internal clock finds new rhythms in the quiet hum of the station. The constant gentle light of distant stars and cities far below becomes a lullaby, rocking you toward restful dreams. Personal care is a quiet marvel. Without gravity to shape water into familiar streams, astronauts use rinseless wipes and no-rinse shampoos, working carefully to keep droplets from escaping into the air. The space toilet is an astonishing piece of engineering, using suction and airflow instead of gravity to carry waste away. It requires focus and practice to master. Movement is both freedom and challenge. You push off gently from one handrail, gliding smoothly through the modules with a controlled, slow arc. But momentum is persistent, and a careless kick sends you tumbling in a slow spin, needing graceful handholds to steady yourself anew. Every movement is a careful dance with physics, a constant negotiation with inertia. Exercise is a vital rhythm in this orbiting world. With muscles and bones no longer bearing weight, they begin to soften and thin. Astronauts dedicate hours each day to workouts, running on treadmills tethered by bungee cords, lifting weights engineered to work without gravity's help. The space gym, tiny and humming, is a sanctuary of resistance and strength, where the body remembers how to hold itself firm even when weight fades away. Beyond the routines and machines, the station is a home filled with human spirit. Personal photos, books, and small mementos cling to walls with Velcro, reminders of loved ones and Earth's comforting embrace. Video calls bring familiar voices and laughter, bridging the vast distance between here and home. From the large observation dome, the cupola, you watch Earth's slow, dazzling ballet. Sunrises and sunsets unfold at a mesmerizing pace, painting the atmosphere in soft hues of gold, pink, and blue. Lightning storms flicker like distant fireworks, and the fragile, shimmering line of atmosphere whispers secrets of life below. Here, suspended between stars and sky, you come to understand a profound truth, that even in the seeming absence of gravity, you are still very much tethered by technology, by ingenuity, and by the invisible threads of connection to the world spinning beneath you. So tonight, as you imagine life aboard this orbiting craft, let yourself feel the quiet wonder it holds, the gentle hum of machines, the soft floating moments, the endless dance of support and adaptation. You are part of a delicate, celestial ballet where science meets soul, and where the invisible hand of gravity, though faint, continues to guide every breath and heartbeat. Pause here, with a soothing thought, as if floating through a sunlit room, where light drifts lazily in slow motion, and every heartbeat echoes the timeless rhythm of Earth turning beneath you. Imagine yourself floating inside the soft metal heart of a spacecraft, your home far above the gentle curve of Earth. It's an unexpected place, no windows to the outside world here, only panels with blinking lights and the steady hum of machines. Though it feels weightless and infinite, everything is finely tuned to answer the quiet call of gravity, the force you feel slipping away, never gone, but transformed. In this serene little universe, every breath you take travels through tubes, filters, and fans, circulating air just as carefully as a gardener moves water through a garden's roots. On Earth, warm air rises and cool air sinks naturally, but here, the absence of gravity means stillness, a stagnant pool of breathing, if not for these invisible machines working quietly. Fans whisper softly, coaxing the atmosphere into motion, moving oxygen to you, and pulling away carbon dioxide, which, if left unchecked, could cloud your dreams or make your head heavy. Water, too, behaves in a world without down. Droplets float like tiny glass orbs, clinging to walls or drifting slowly, refusing to fall. Astronauts carefully contain each sip, each splash, because even the smallest droplet can become a wayward traveler, floating into electronics or blocking airflow. Ingenious systems recycle water endlessly, filtering everything you exhale, sweat, or even flush away, then cleaning it to be drinking water again. Imagine your last sip of water carried on a delicate, invisible journey through tubes and filters, returning renewed, like a gentle river cycling through a perfect ecosystem. Every drop is precious, precious enough to be the focus of elegant science and subtle care. Now, let your mind drift to the place where you sleep, not on a mattress but in a cocoon of fabric, tethered to a quiet nook amid humming machines. Without gravity to press you down, your body floats free, wrapped gently in a sleeping bag that holds you close. No pillows needed here. Your limbs move slowly, cradled by air and cloth. The hum of fans, the steady filters of air, and the gentle pulse of life support form a lullaby of technology, quietly assuring you that every breath is cared for, every heartbeat supported. On Earth, when you walk or run, your muscles push against the floor, and gravity pushes back. Here, without that steady push, movement becomes a mindful glide, a ballet with invisible currents. Imagine pushing softly off a handrail. Your body arcs and floats like a feather on a gentle breeze. Momentum takes you far until your hands find another bar or a tethered cord, and you steady yourself once more. Every motion is a subtle negotiation, a choreography with physics, requiring quiet attention and graceful control. Exercise is a central ritual, a slow resistance dance carefully crafted to mimic gravity's absent pull. Treadmills have been transformed. Straps and bungee cords hold you firmly to a moving belt, simulating the feeling of your own weight. Resistance machines use vacuum mechanisms and flywheels to simulate lifting weight, a quiet struggle to keep muscles and bones healthy. When gravity has temporarily slipped away, let's pause to appreciate the unsung heroes of this engineered world. The humble Velcro dot that prevents pens, tools, and even clothes from floating away. The tiny handles and loops that become anchors in a drifting habitat. The magnetic plates that keep utensils and devices tethered. These small inventions create order from an invisible chaos. And now, a moment for one of the most remarkable machines aboard the station, the space toilet. Without gravity to pull waste downward, how do you manage what Earth does naturally? It's a marvel of quiet engineering that uses suction and airflow to ensure waste is whisked away with remarkable efficiency. It takes careful aim, strategic foot straps, and practiced patience, all to keep the habitat clean and safe. Urine is filtered, purified, and recycled into drinking water, a seamless and silent cycle that turns yesterday's waste into tomorrow's hydration. NASA jokes quietly that yesterday's coffee is tomorrow's coffee, reminding us how essential and delicate this closed-loop system really is. Living in space is a delicate ballet of precision, where astronauts learn to trust technology as a steady friend and guardian. Machines hum softly, letting human life flourish in a place where natural gravity's laws bend but do not break. This partnership between biology and engineering is a quiet triumph, a reminder that to live beyond Earth's pull, we do not escape gravity but learn to follow its memory in new ways. Tonight, as you lie wrapped in your own quiet space, feel connected to those hidden systems keeping you safe. The slow circulation of air, the careful dance of water, the embrace of machines that tether and protect. In their soft, unseen ways, they echo gravity's enduring presence. The silent engineer that supports not just planets and stars, but human life even where weight seems to vanish. Pause here with a comforting thought of the soft whir of fans, the gentle pulse of recycled water, and the magic of living suspended between worlds, a quiet harmony of technology and the invisible hand of gravity. Lie back gently and close your eyes once more. Imagine now that the gentle tug holding you to your bed grows faint, replaced by the vast expanse of space, stretching endlessly in every direction. You are a quiet observer drifting through a cosmic waltz, where gravity is the unseen composer and dancer, weaving together lights and shadows, matter and mystery. Out here, gravity is the slow artist shaping the universe. It begins its tender work within vast clouds of gas and dust, called nebulae. These delicate, glowing clouds ripple softly, appearing almost like wisps of cotton candy in the dark. Each tiny particle drifts gently, but gravity whispers quiet promises to pull them closer, to gather them in a slow embrace. As particles begin their slow gathering, they form denser clumps, like people coming together in a hush at a silent concert. More and more collect, until, in the heart of this cosmic gathering, a spark ignites. The pressure grows, the core heats, and suddenly, a star is born, a brilliant flame igniting against the velvet blackness. Stars sing the song of gravity's patient work, their light a reminder of the invisible force shaping their fiery dance. From solitary stars come clusters, communities bound by shared gravity. Together they orbit one another gracefully, twisting and turning in a celestial ballet. Yet the stage grows larger still, into galaxies. those sprawling cities of stars swirling like grand whirlpools in a cosmic sea. Your mind can trace the spiral arms of our own Milky Way, with billions of stars caught in a sweeping dance. It's a slow, gentle rotation, centuries old, yet eternally graceful, held together by gravity's quiet grip. Each star responds not just to neighbors, but to something more mysterious, the unseen presence of dark matter. Dark matter is a ghostly partner in this dance, invisible, silent, and mysterious. It makes up much of the galaxy's mass. We cannot see it, but we sense its pull. It holds galaxies together when stars alone could not, like an invisible thread weaving through the celestial fabric. Without dark matter's steadying hand, galaxies would unravel, stars would drift off alone, and the cosmic architecture would crumble. As galaxies gather in clusters, they form vast tapestries, glowing islands on a dark ocean. These clusters link into superclusters, and on the grandest scale, gravity creates a cosmic web, a delicate, twining lattice of galaxies spread across unfathomable distances. Imagine this web as a spider's silk, glimmering with starlight, stretching farther than you can see, connecting everything yet held together by gravity's persistent touch. This cosmic web is the universe's large-scale structure, a glowing skeleton that supports the vast lit dark realms between. Gravity's artistry goes beyond mere gathering. It bends light itself around massive clusters and black holes. Space and time warp so severely that light's path curves. This phenomenon, called gravitational lensing, allows us to see distant parts of the cosmos, magnified and twisted, as if peering through an invisible lens shaped by gravity's fabric. Black holes sit at the pinnacle of gravity's power, objects so dense and massive that space and time fold inside their borders, locking away light and matter alike. Despite their darkness, black holes shaped galaxies, anchoring spiral arms and sending ripples of gravitational waves across the cosmos. Subtle vibrations you might imagine like the quiet hum of a far-off symphony. Your senses may struggle to grasp this grandeur, but there's comfort in knowing that the same gravity holding you softly to Earth is the same force sculpting galaxies and weaving space itself. From the apple's fall to the spiraling stars, gravity whispers its timeless melody. Tonight, as your breath deepens and your eyelids grow heavy, imagine that you are part of this cosmic dance, a single note in gravity's endless symphony. Feel the quiet patience of the universe, where every pull and curve is deliberate, slow, and filled with gentle purpose. Pause for a soft thought, as if watching star clusters twirl in slow motion, their light pulsing softly beneath an endless sky. Close your eyes and let your mind settle into a quiet space between waking and dreaming. Imagine the familiar feeling of weight pressing on you, a soft, constant presence, and then let that feeling soften as you float free in a twilight between what we know and the vastness yet to be understood. Gravity has been your companion since your very first breath, yet its true nature remains elusive. For centuries, brilliant minds have held it close, trying to grasp a notion that seems both simple and infinitely complex. We call it a force, a pull, a bend in the fabric of space and time. But what if gravity is none of these things? What if it's something altogether stranger, an emergent whisper, a cosmic illusion woven from layers unseen? Let's begin with a gentle metaphor. Imagine a flock of birds moving across an endless sky. Each individual bird flaps its wings, but the graceful shape of the flock, the flowing patterns it makes, are not controlled by any single bird. Instead, the shape emerges from countless small decisions, from following simple rules and responding to neighbors. Gravity could be such an emergent dance, arising not from a fundamental force, but from the collective behavior of deeper, hidden threads weaving the universe together. This idea is not mere speculation. Theories like entropic gravity suggest that gravity emerges from information itself, from the tendency of systems to move toward disorder or maximum entropy. Like leaves gathering in a hidden eddy, bodies move to their most probable states, and gravity is the natural result. Imagine the universe as a grand, cosmic puzzle where gravity is the shadow cast by the underlying pieces, patterns formed by the flow of information and quantum uncertainty. Further still, some physicists propose that our entire universe might be like a hologram, a three-dimensional projection, emerging from two-dimensional information encoded on distant boundaries. In this vision, gravity, space, and time all come from something more fundamental and abstract. The universe is a cosmic stage built from the notes of quantum symphony, and gravity is the rhythm that arises when all the notes come together. You might wonder, is this simply ungraspable poetry, or is there real science behind it? The answer, softly whispered, is yes, both. It's a frontier where math, observation, and imagination entwine. Experiments and new technologies seek glimpses of quantum gravity, the unification of Einstein's elegant curves with the strange flickering world of the very small. While these ideas unfold, there remain mysteries closer to home. Why does gravity seem so much weaker than other forces? Why does it attract but not repel? Why do galaxies spin faster than visible matter can explain? Dark matter and dark energy cloak these questions in shadow, reminding us that the story is unfinished. The page is still waiting to be written. And yet, the mystery of gravity is not just a riddle for scientists, it is a reminder of humility and wonder. The force that holds you to your bed, makes the rivers flow, and guides the orbit of planets, is a messenger, a delicate invitation to keep asking, to keep dreaming, to keep looking beyond the obvious. Tonight, as your eyes grow heavy, feel the gentle presence of this mystery, not as a closed book, but an open door. Imagine yourself as a quiet explorer standing at the shores of the unknown, the universe stretching out before you like a vast, inviting sea of possibilities. Like the stars that have shone above humanity since time immemorial, gravity is a silent guide, one that bridges the very small and the colossal, the visible and the hidden. Its beauty is in its subtlety, its poetry in its persistence. It holds secrets that are whispered across the cosmos, across time, waiting for us to hear. Allow your mind to float with this quiet reverence, as gravity cradles you gently in its timeless embrace, not as a force to conquer, but as a mystery, to cherish a soft pulse within the heart of all that is. Pause now, with a tender thought, as if you watch the slow spiral of a galaxy, the quiet tug of stars weaving their ancient dance in endless space. Feel your body sinking softly into your bed once again, grounded by a force you rarely pause to notice, the tender, invisible embrace of gravity. As steady and enduring as your own heartbeat, gravity holds this world in its quiet hands, working patiently beneath your feet with a strength that feels both humbling and safe. Look around you in your mind's eye, imagining the earth beneath, solid yet alive. Gravity shapes the mountains that rise majestically, carved by eons of rain and wind falling softly under gravity's watch. It pulls rivers downward, coaxing waters to weave their shimmering paths through valleys and plains, carrying nutrients and life along their journey. Gravity is the unseen artist of seasons, setting the slow rhythm where water rises as vapor and falls as rain. Leaves turn and twirl, twigs dance in the wind, yet every falling leaf bows to gravity's patient call. It is the gentle reason the earth wears a cloak of green, the quiet pulse beneath every growing root and sprouting seed. Your own breath tells this story. Gravity pulls oxygen into your lungs, guiding each inhale and exhale in a tender, invisible rhythm. Your blood, a flowing river of life, pushes steadily against gravity's pull to reach every distant part of your body, your hands, your feet, the farthest reaches of your fingers and toes. Without gravity's gentle insistence, this delicate flow would falter, and life itself would struggle to find its way. Recall the trees outside your window or planted in a distant forest. Their trunks reach upward, seeking the sun, yet their roots grip earth below with tenacity, a perfect ballet. With gravity's law, the sap rises, coaxed by a symphony of forces, yet gravity always pulls downward, anchoring growth, shaping branches, and steadying each leaf that opens to the sky. The creatures that walk, run, hop, and swim do so with gravity as their silent guide and partner. Whether a bird takes flight, a deer leaps, or fish swim against currents, gravity defines movement and balance. It is both challenge and support, a force to resist and obey, teaching all life the art of motion and rest. Your body, too, rests in this tender weave of gravity. Its bones carry you upright, your muscles steady your steps, and your senses map the world by this force that constantly whispers, "You belong here." Each heartbeat echoes the pull, grounding you in your place and moment, inviting calm and safety. But gravity is not only about pull and pressure, it is a source of connection. It ties the moon to the earth, weaving tides that sing the stories of oceans. It cradles the soil beneath your feet, offering richness to nourish every growing thing. Gravity knits together the atoms in your body, the dust motes floating even in sunbeams, and the creatures sharing a garden or forest. Tonight, let your mind wander gently through the delicate heartbeat of this planet, the slow and steady pulse of gravity holding everything in balance. Imagine yourself as a quiet seed resting in Earth's embrace, ready to unfurl when morning comes, softly pulled home by gravity's warmth. Think of how, no matter where you travel, gravity remains constant, your unshakable companion from mountaintop to ocean floor, through forest shadows and desert winds. It is the humble force that never boasts, yet never fails, wrapping you gently every moment, holding you safe in a great, cosmic hug. As sleep draws near and your thoughts soften, let this feeling settle deep, that you are part of this tender, endless dance with gravity. You belong to the earth that anchors you, the air that fills your lungs, the waters that course through your veins, and the vast universe gently curving all around. Rest now in this knowing, softly cradled by gravity's loving embrace, carried into dreams as steady and timeless as the stars themselves. Pause here with a quiet, lingering thought, like watching the gentle fall of autumn leaves drifting down through the cool evening air, each one tracing a slow, graceful path home. Slowly, as if drawn by an invisible thread, you descend from the weightless ballet of orbit back toward the familiar cradle of Earth. Your body, once freed to float and twist softly in space, now feels the gentle tug of gravity growing stronger, wrapping around you like a soft shawl. Coming home is never hurry or noise. It is a slow unfolding, a return to the rhythms your body has always known. Imagine the first breath you take as your feet touch solid ground, the quiet press of weight, reminding you that you belong, that you are part of this living dance again. Gravity welcomes you without a grand gesture. It does not shove or push, but holds with a steady, tender insistence. It tells your muscles to engage and your bones to remember their strength. The blood flows once more along familiar routes, pulled gently down to your feet, pulsing back to your heart. Your senses realign, the subtle compass in your ears restoring the quiet map of up and down, forward and back. Returning is also a time of patience. Your body relearns the choreography it once performed without thought, the slow art of standing steady, walking smoothly, breathing deeply. The softness of bedding presses differently now, the familiar heaviness comforting rather than confining. You find yourself grounded, not just physically, but inside rhythms, syncing with the Earth's slow heartbeat. Memory lingers in your muscles and bones, the slenderness of legs, the stretch of your spine, the ebb and flow of fluids, all remind you of the time spent in microgravity's gentle hold, yet they soften into renewal, like a winter tree beginning to burst with spring's promise, roots deepening their grip even as branches reach for the light. This transition is like waking from a dream, where the rules were softly rewritten, a dream you carry within you. Gravity, which once felt like a silent presence, now sings a familiar lullaby, a reminder of connection, balance, and belonging. Feel your breath, slow and steady, like waves pulling you closer to calm shores. Notice the quiet strength in your hands, the grounded ease in your feet. The earth beneath you is alive with gentle force, not a weight to bear but a song to join. In this moment, you are both small and immense, a being held in the vast embrace of time, space, and the tender pull of gravity. The universe may be wide and mysterious, but here, now, you are home, held close by the same force that cradled stars and formed galaxies, a quiet thread stitching you securely into the fabric of the world. As sleep beckons, let your thoughts drift slowly on this gentle current. Imagine resting in a soft meadow, the sky stretching wide above, the earth steady beneath. Gravity is the warm hand at your back, the slow, faithful breath at the center of all living things. Welcome back, whispered softly by the universe, carried on the invisible wings of gravity, a welcome that never ends, only deepens with time. Pause here with a peaceful thought, as if feeling the soft pulse of the earth beneath you, steady and sure, holding you gentle and safe as you drift into that tender place where dreams and quiet wonder meet. Nestle softly under your blankets, feel your body sink just a little, a gentle yielding that tells you you are here, held, grounded. This feeling, so familiar yet often taken for granted, is a gift, the silent kindness of gravity cradling you, quietly, ceaselessly. You have floated now through the vastness and the intricacies of this unseen force, From apples that tumbled toward the Earth, to astronauts twisting weightless inside star-clad orbits, to the stunning dance of galaxies and the mysterious curves of spacetime itself. Gravity has been your constant companion on this journey. Now, it invites you home softly, patiently, lovingly. Imagine yourself as a single thread woven through the great tapestry of the universe. Gravity is the loom holding the threads together, the pulse beneath the pattern. It knits atoms and molecules, pulling dust into planets and planets into stars, crafting the cradle of life itself. It is quiet, yet strong, invisible, yet intimate. Every beat of your heart echoes with its pull. Every breath you take is shaped by this invisible force, inviting air into your lungs, blood through your veins, life into your cells. Your body, a masterpiece sculpted by gravity's invisible hands, flows with its tender insistence, a dance of balance and resilience. Feel the earth beneath you steady, unyielding, yet alive. Mountains stand because gravity holds rock in place. Rivers carve valleys because gravity pulls water downward in endless patience. Forests grow and sway under its steady watch, and the soil beneath your feet, rich and deep, is shaped by its quiet weight. You, too, are rooted in this embrace, part of an ancient and ongoing story. Your muscles, your bones, your tuned to the rhythm of gravity's gentle tug. It teaches you about safety and belonging, about moving forward with confidence and resting without fear. Gravity is the soft voice saying, "You are held, you matter, you belong." Remember the astronauts who learned to live without the comforting weight of Earth, floating in suspended silence. They found that even in weightlessness, gravity's essence remains in their bodies, their minds, and the very fabric of space. Around them, their strength and ingenuity remind you that belonging is not always about holding tight, but sometimes about gentle adaptation and open curiosity. And just as gravity shapes the cosmos in a slow, patient dance lasting billions of years, its quiet presence is in your own slow, steady moments, the calm breath before sleep, the gentle heartbeat of the night, the tenderness in which your thoughts drift toward dreams. Tonight, as you close your eyes and exhale softly, feel the embrace of gravity like a lullaby sung by the universe itself. Let its steady pull soothe your mind and body, drawing you into a restful, peaceful sleep as sure and enduring as the stars. There is no rush, no need to hurry. Gravity is patient, timeless, and gentle. It holds not only planets and galaxies, but you, here and now. Soft and safe, a beloved note in the endless melody of existence. Rest here in this embrace, carried by a force born of the cosmos, the earth, and your own beating heart, a quiet connection that binds all things, forever and always. Sleep well, cradled in gravity's everlasting arms, drifting gently into dreams where the universe stretches wide and you are safe, held, and deeply home. Pause here with a soft, lingering thought, as if feeling the slow, steady pulse of the earth beneath you, a warm heartbeat resonating through the quiet night.